Hello, my name is Kelly and I'm from yogacourse.com, and this is your 20-minute stretch. You don't need any props. This is to allow yourself to de-stress, unwind from anything that you may have faced in the day or what you are going to face in the day. So just allow yourself to breathe, to be easy, and allow yourself to get into those sticky parts of your body that you need to de-stress or unwind. So let's get ready. We're going to start in a child's pose. So we'll come in towards a tabletop. Bring the big toes together. Take the knees a little wider, or you could keep them together. It does not matter, whatever feels comfortable. Taking the hips back towards the heels, and then reaching the arms out in front of you, bringing the forehead down toward the mat. Now, if this is not comfortable, you could always prop up if you wanted to, or bring yourself forward and again be in a position like this, whatever feels good for you. So when you're ready, just settling in, pressing the forehead down and toward the mat, allowing the arms to relax, allowing the hips to open, and arriving on your mat, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally too. I wish you a beautiful practice. Let's start to connect to our breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose if that's available to you today. If not, finding a comfortable breath. Just allowing yourself that moment of stillness, a pause in the day, or in your morning, whenever you are doing this practice. Just noticing how the breath moves through your body, how your body feels in this position, and what more you can do to allow yourself to arrive in this space, in this moment. Beautiful. Starting to walk the fingers towards the top of the mat, activating through the arms, lifting the elbows off of the mat, just reaching forward just a little bit more, maybe rolling in the shoulders here a little. Perfect. Bringing the right cheek to the mat as you slide the right arm underneath the left into a thread the needle, so just stretching out your shoulders. Allowing the left arm to reach forward, activating through those fingers. Perfect. Wonderful. Let's gently release that arm, and let's thread the left arm underneath and bringing the left cheek to the mat. Keeping that right arm nice and active. Good. Slowly releasing, bringing yourself up towards a tabletop, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, and the knees hip distance apart. Coming into cat-cow, into Bidhalasana, just having some undulation through the spine. So lifting the tailbone, sinking the belly, open the heart, and find an inhale as you lift the chin. Exhale, tailbone under, navel to spine, chin to chest, doming through those shoulders. Good, into that cat position, finding the exhalation. One more coming through on the inhalation and the exhalation. Good, we're just going to do 2 more of these. Inhaling, coming on forwards, opening the heart. Exhaling, contracting and rounding. Fabulous. Last one. Inhaling, bringing it nice and forward. And exhaling, taking it back. Good. Coming back to tabletop, let's do some big circular movements around the wrists, around the knees, just getting into whatever feels natural. So having that animalistic, more intuitive flow, allowing yourself to get into those sticky places, anything that doesn't feel good, maybe moving back into it or moving more into the rib cage or into the head, it doesn't matter. Just allow yourself to move. Good. Fab. Coming back to tabletop, we're going to take the right leg behind you, just stretching out that calf. Good. So allowing yourself to really stretch back in towards the calf, into the leg. You could have some little bounces if you need to, or just hold it like I am. Beautiful. Bringing it back, you're going to take the right leg over the left. Have a look at those toes. You want to be stretching into the side body, so a little bit of a lateral stretch here. Really pushing into the right arm, seeing if you can look around at those toes a little bit more. Fabulous. Bringing it back. Let's take the left foot behind us, stretch out and towards that calf. Maybe one side feels tighter than the other, or maybe they feel just the same. Good, lifting that leg up and over to the right side, and again, stretching out that side body. Having a little look. Wonderful. Bringing it back. So let's get in towards our hips, some nice gentle hip circles. So just moving the right leg up, back and round. Again, just getting some movement, some mobility. Good, change the direction. Perfect. Now with that right foot, you're going to step it to the outside of the right hand by the pinky toe. In towards a lunge, maybe moving the hands forward. We're going to move forward and backward in towards a lunge, in towards a half monkey or a stretch out. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's about stretching in towards the hamstrings, allowing the leg to have a little bit of movement as well. Allowing yourself to maybe open up that quad in towards the hip flexor. Maybe getting in toward the front chain of the body in a minute. Beautiful. Let's come back to lunge. Lift the toes of the right, take them out towards the right side, bending in toward that leg a little more, but make sure the knee doesn't overshoot the toes. Taking the right hand into the belly of the thigh, wing open the leg and twist the body around towards the ceiling. Good. Beautiful. Gently bringing it on back. Placing the hand back down to the floor and slide the right foot to join the left foot. Good. Let's get into the left hip. So again, lifting it up, back and round. The bigger the better. The more movement, the more activation, the more we can start to release, because the hips is where all of the emotion is stored. So let's maybe move anything that's stuck there. Good, and then lightly step that foot to the outside of the left hand, still knee over the ankle. Having that nice forward and backward movement. Now this is one of my favorite movements to do, just because of what it does to the quad and hip flexor, but also what it does to the hamstring too. If you keep your body at the same level and actually allow the legs to do the work, you can get more in toward that lower part of the body. Don't allow the back to round. Keep as much open as you can. Good, coming back to that lunge, lifting the toes, turning them out, sinking a little deeper into that lunge, taking the hand to the belly of the thigh, maybe wing open the leg, twist the body around. Brilliant. Gently bring it back, placing the hand to the floor and slide the leg back behind you. Good. Walk the hand a hand span in front of you. Tuck the toes, send the sit bones back towards the heels, lifting the hips nice and high, making your way into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now in this down dog, I don't want it to be perfect. I want you to move it out. Take the dog for a walk, pedal out the feet, move in the shoulders, move in the body. Again, having that little bit of movement that feels good for you. So everyone's different. Nice. Really good. Let's find some stillness. Drawing the navel to spine, activating through the arms, lifting the sit bone a little higher. Remember, the knees can be soft here if you need to. Again, just allowing the stretch to happen in the hamstrings. Don't allow the body to droop too much here in the shoulders. You want to make sure that it's still active and powerful, but yet allowing a stretch to happen in the lower part of the body. Good. Looking forwards towards the hands, bend the knees. Let's walk ourselves towards the hands. Now again, if you need to move the hands towards the feet, that's okay. Let's keep the feet hip distance apart. Allow the belly to drop, allow the head to hang, the knees to be soft, taking opposite elbows. So just gonna hang in a ragdoll. So in this ragdoll, allowing some traction in the spine, allowing the body just to hang, the breath to flow, and the hamstrings to feel a little bit of a stretch. Mine certainly are. Good, so from here, you're going to soften the knees just a little bit more, release the arms and start to roll up through the body. Good, and when you get to the top, shoulders to roll back, head to move, just giving yourself that little bit of movement. So still staying toward the top of the mat, or maybe moving yourself towards there. Maybe having the feet hip distance apart or together, it does not matter. But what matters is that you're grounded and comfortable. You're going to raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Take a hold of your right wrist. Lift up on your inhalation. And the exhalation, take a side bend towards your left. Just stretching that side body out a little bit more. Maybe open the chest towards the ceiling a bit more. Good. Slowly coming up. Switch wrists. Find the inhale on the length and the exhale on that side bend. Really good. Coming back to neutral, release. So you're still facing the top of your mat. I'm going to come to the top of my mat now. Again, making sure those feet are really grounded. Making sure that you're happy in those legs, pulling up through the kneecap, pulling up through the pelvic floor, rolling the shoulders back down and round. On the inhale, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. And the exhale, we're going to swan dive all the way down toward the mat. We're going to do a half sun salutation. Exhaling for that deep forward fold. Hands to shins or thighs. Coming towards that flat back, halfway lift. Exhalation, deep forward fold. Inhale to raise the arms back up towards the ceiling. The exhale, back to swan dive, all the way back down. Good. Encourage the breath to move on the inhalation, flat back. Exhalation, deep forward fold. One more. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, swan diving all the way down. Flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale to raise the arms. Now this time, keep the arms lifted. The exhalation to bend the knees, sit back low into that chair pose. But from here, deep forward fold straight away, just allowing yourself that movement through each pose. Inhale to raise the arms back up. Exhale to bend the knees, sit back low, chair pose. Exhalation, deep forward fold. Good, let's come to a halfway lift this time. Inhale, flat back, navel to spine, shift the weight forwards. Exhalation, deep forward fold. Perfect. One more, inhale, raise the arms. Exhale here. Sitting back low for that chair pose. Reaching back down for that deep forward fold. The halfway lift on the inhalation. The exhalation to plant the hands. Good. I want you to step back with the right foot. Drop the knee down towards the floor. Keeping the left over the ankle, so left knee over ankle. Inhale to raise the arms, sinking further forward, but don't let the navel go. So we're stretching out that front chain of the body. Open the arms, take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, or use a prop if you need to. Open the heart a little more here, sinking in towards that lunge. Beautiful. I've got my back toe tucked underneath just for a little stability here. Good. Plant the hands to the floor. Engage the back knee. Keep the right foot and right knee engaged, should I say, right hand to the floor. Raise the left arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Gently place the hand back down to the floor, stepping back to plank pose, dropping the knees if you need to, shifting forward, lowering down for a chaturanga before you scoot toward a cobra. Have a little move in the body here. Open up that body. Open up through the back bend, squeeze the glutes. Good. Slowly lowering down, tucking toes, sit bones back towards the heels, back to downward facing dog. Fabulous. Looking forwards, walking back towards the hands. Deep forward fold on that exhalation. Good. Raise the arms on the inhalation. Exhalation to release here, but bending the knees back on the inhalation. Exhalation, deep forward fold. Good. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping back with the left foot this time. Good. Dropping the back knee down. Now make sure that knee's still over the ankle. Good. Raise the arms on the inhale. Good. Fabulous. Keeping it nice and open. Beautiful. Shoulders down, navel in. Taking the arms behind the back. Ooh, try not to wobble like me. Keep the heart open if you can. Beautiful. Bring it back. Left hand to the floor, engage the back knee, raise the right arm up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Bring the hands back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's make our way down towards the floor. So raising the right leg up towards the ceiling, bringing the shin parallel to the top of the mat and to the wrists. Squidge the back leg back. Let's make our way into pigeon pose. Now try and keep those hips square. Props are good if you need them here. Just opening up that hip. Make sure the back leg is comfortable. And if you want to, we can come forward and just allow ourselves a moment to rest here. Good. Slowly bring the body upright. I want you to swing the back leg round toward the front, coming into Janusirasana. So in towards right sole of the foot toward the thigh, flexing through that left leg, squaring the hips, inhaling, coming on forwards. Good. Remember, you want to hinge from the hip, not from the back and rounding here. You want to keep the length. Very good. Gently coming back up, crossing both legs, making your way back to downward facing dog in your own time. Doesn't matter how you get there. Good. Left leg lifting nice and high, bringing the shin parallel, squidging the leg back. Good. And again, we'll come down in toward our pigeon. Arms can be wherever you want them to be. Ensure the hips are square. That's what's important here. Good. Slowly coming back up. Swing that back leg round to join the front. Left leg in toward the sole of the foot. Squaring the hips, raising the arms on the inhalation. And then the exhalation, hinging forward, coming into Janusirasana. Again, allowing yourself to have more length on the inhalation and the exhalation to find some more space to go into. Good. Slowly bringing yourself up, bringing the legs straight out in front of you. Allow yourself just to creep forward. Let the head hang. Have some micro movements, just allowing the spine to stretch out here. Good. Slowly rolling up. Bend the knees, take the hips toward the ankles, and a real slow roll down through the body. Good. Fabulous. Now let's take the legs nice and wide, arms away from the body. Close down the eyes and just take a moment here. And think to yourself, what more do I want to do with my body before I come back to this position? So for me, I'm going to bring my legs up, take my arms out to shoulder level, and take my knees over toward the right side for a twist. Good. You might have thought, Cal, I really wanted to stay in Shavasana, and that's fine. Everybody's different. Legs up and over to the opposite side. Perfect. And then coming back, and for me, before I come back into that Shavasana, I'm going to come into a happy baby. I'm going to move from side to side, roll out my ankles, do what feels good. Fabulous. Let's let our body stretch, have a big yawn. Take the legs back out where they were, or bend the knees to allow the lower back to have some more comfort. Close down the eyes, take a deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth and let it go. Allow yourself to relax, to release. Now, if you want to stay here, perfect. You do not have to move. And you're only in your own time do you get up and leave. But I'm going to roll to a side and bring myself up to a seat. I'm going to allow you to stay wherever feels comfortable to you. Thank you for doing this 20-minute stretch with me. Namaste.